Online sports coverage of Lovett Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Austin Realtors and by
Bay Point Advisors.
Week 4 from Walsh Field at Pace, where the Lions look to take on the Knights of Pace, and kickoff just underway. Coming off last week, we didn't have a game last week. We were on a bye, and the week before, we were traveling up the road to GAC, as Deviney will start this off with a pooch, and over-the-shoulder catch will be made at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Knights will start with it. Knights starting the season 3-0, Lions 0-2. So Lovett trying to steer the ship in the right direction. Up in the booth with Alec Kallenbergs.
Yep, welcome to the live stream. Although the records of these two teams might not be exactly an even match, I think we'll have an even battle here today with the competitive streaks of both teams coming out.
It always is between Lovett and Pace, as the Knights quarterback Colin Phelan, the senior, will start it off for Pace. He's led his team to an unbeaten start, as here's a quick screen, but it is low, and it will be incomplete, and that's how we start off week 4.
Good defensive start, I would say there. No yardage, just holding them back.
Holding them back. All right, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. I'll remind you before this play starts, any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of pictures and accounts of this game broadcast without the express written consent of the Lovett director at the Lovett school is strictly prohibited.
A nice carry there by number 6. Jordan Burns there for, I think, about 2 yards to the 40-yard line.
Appears Noah Claxton was in there to stop him for, again, like my partner said, just a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down. And the Lions have held Pace to see a quick and a long 3rd down of their own in the opening drive of the game. So it's 3rd and 8 from the 40. Phelan in the shotgun. He's got a receiver going to his right, and he'll throw a screen to him in the backfield, trying to get a block and cut it upfield, but he will be tripped up in and around the 45, and that's where it will bring Pace to look at a 4th down and bring on the punt team.
A nice reception there by number 2, Cooper Williams. Just couldn't quite make it all 8 yards and stopped short. So good defense for the Lions, and hopefully get a good punt return.
Yeah, good opening drive. Speaking of special teams, let's do the starter for that field. Punter Connor Deviney, the sophomore. At long snapper, Quinn Carroll, sophomore. At place kicker, Connor Deviney. Short snapper, Quinn Carroll. And the holder is the senior Christopher Fielden. We'll get you the starting defense upcoming when they are next on the field, and so as the offense. 4th and 4 punt team on the field.
Anderson Beaver likely to be receiving this one.
A
Short
low
punt, almost
snap.
blocked.
It was almost blocked. Beaver muffed it.
Falls on top of it, though, and the Lions will get it at about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, right around the 13. Kind of an awkward reception from Anderson Beaver. I guess he maybe the punt went maybe a little deeper than he anticipated.
Weird play there. The ball skips off the turf, off the snapper.
It was bad
Punter
snap.
manages to get it away, and then a fumble by Anderson Beaver. But the Lions still have it. They're starting their offensive drive, looking to get 10 yards here.
They almost blocked that kick. But from the 12 is where the Lions will start. But their first snap will be delayed.
called here? Is that a pace timeout?
So we aren't hooked up to the scoreboard as we normally would be at a home game. So we're going off a camera we have set up at Walsh Field over there at the Pace Athletic Center, and it says they have called a timeout. There it goes. 9:56 left in the first period.
See, they're nice conditions out on the field today. Pitch looks perfect. Cloudy conditions. It was supposed to rain, but I think we got lucky today.
Yeah,
Just
rain seems
light
to be-
cloud cover and not too hot out either, so good for the players.
No, it's not. It is great conditions.
All right, the Lions line it back up here. 13-yard line.
1st and 10. It's Mayers in motion as they will hand it off to Towns, and he will be brought back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, high snap there, but Pace defense just all over him. And what loss is that?
It's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's actually a loss of 4 yards there. No.
Put it as a gain of 1.
Gain of 1, apparently. Forward progress.
All right, so 2nd and 9. Ball at about the 14. Lusink looked to hand it off, and now he's going to keep it himself. Trying to fall forward for some yards as the play dies.
Lusink does well there to get about, I think, a yard. But
Yeah, just about.
again, gets swallowed up quickly by the Pace defense.
Yeah, you saw pressure early in that play.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Lions.
Both offenses seeing a quick and long 3rd down in their opening drive. Pace did not convert. We'll see what Lovett can do. As Lusink will look to his sideline. And now they run a play on 3rd and 6. And it's a pass to his receiver. And that one will be brought in by Luke Wallace on the sideline. That will bring up a fresh set of downs for the Lions.
Great play there. Always nice to get a 1st down on your first offensive drive of the night. Sets a nice tone going into the evening. So, yeah.
Especially,
hope the Lions can keep it going.
yeah, especially on a big 3rd down. Keep the offense moving. That was the first pass we saw from Lusink. He went 6 for 24 for 75 yards in last game 2 weeks ago. As we are approaching the 8-minute mark in a 0-0 ball game. Lusink takes a snap and rolls to his left. He'll fire and he'll get the wide receiver Dylan Mayers.
Hard tackle there by number 1, Terrence Kiel. But another good pass and another good reception. So
Positive play.
Lions offense is moving.
That they are. Ball spotted at the 31. After a gain of 5, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give to Towns on a jet sweep. He will try to get up to the 1st down mark, and he's going to get pretty close. I think he might just be a yard short.
Another great carry there by Lovett, and brings up 3rd and short for the Lions.
Towns was really good in last game. That was his first start of his young high school career. He went 17 attempts for 107 yards and a touchdown. If you remember, he had a big 48-yard gain at the end of that game to give the Lions the lead that would not be held. As here's Towns again. On 3rd and 1, he'll get the 1st down.
Fantastic run there, pickup of about 5 to 6 yards. And the Lions offense is doing fantastic so far.
Yeah, they really are.
And here's today's offensive line. Senior Noah Claxton at left tackle. Will Abney at left guard. Devin Gupta at center. Hamilton Peavy, senior, at right guard. And senior Grant Ewing at right tackle.
big front five for the Lions. And another fresh set of downs brings up 1st and 10. High snap brought down, and it'll be another handoff to Towns. Up the middle, and not a whole lot to speak of. Maybe about 2 or 3 on the first down run.
It looks like a bit of an injury there on the play from number 7, Heaven Brown Schuler. Can't be certain, but doesn't look too good. He's back down on the play, and there will be a stop in the play.
He'll be an injury timeout.
And coming back today to the today's offensive receivers, we have Luke Wallace at wide receiver, Ridley Richard Sr. at tight end, and Dylan Myers at another wide receiver, junior. So, Thomas, positive start here by the Lions.
Very.
I've been impressed so far, given the last 2 games. The offense hasn't really been firing, but today they've come out full of confidence. And I'm sure these first few drives have also given them more confidence to keep pressuring this pace defense and see what they can get out of it.
Yeah, 2 big third down conversions, a long one, 3rd and 8. And then Towns just picked up a first down on 3rd down a couple plays ago. And they have moved the ball well. They started about their own 13-yard line, and they're up to the 44. As Heaven Brown Schuler will walk himself off the field with trainers to either side of him. 5:45 as the clock was stopped.
Here comes the Lovett offense, and the play is about to resume.
All right, play starts back with a 2nd and 8.
5:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Lusink looked for a screen, but he's going to take it himself. And a safety came in there and gave Lusink a pretty good lick. But he got it up to about the 50, just shy.
Another good carry by this Lovett offense. We're really making some of these yards count here.
Yeah, the run game has been positive so far in this first drive.
Lusink's had a few good carries, a few good passes, so I'm sure his confidence is doing wonders for his confidence.
Yeah, he had
right
a
now.
good game last week, too.
Today in the offensive backfield, we have junior Michael Dollar at fullback, quarterback Preston Lusink, he's a junior, and sophomore Khalil Downs at running back, at tailback. All right, that brings up 3rd and 5 for the Lions here.
Clock still run. They had a run while we were going over the backfield, so it'll bring up 4th and 1. And they'll hand it off to Towns as
Flag
a
on
flag
the play.
comes on.
Looks like an offside call on the Lions here.
Yeah, Muschamp popped off the sideline, and he wasn't too happy, and that might just cost the Lions an attempt for a first down on 4th down. .412 left in the first period. And after
That'll bring out the punt team.
Yeah, after the penalty, the punt team will come out. Connor DeVinny had 8 punts in last game, as he will boot it away from just shy of the 30. This one headed towards the sideline, brought in, and he will tiptoe out of bounds. Cooper Williams.
Great punt by DeVinny, getting it all the way down to the 18-yard line.
He's been really good this year with that leg. Good season last year as a freshman, and he's held his own so far this year.
All right. Time to hit the links again. This year's Linebackers Golf Tournament is looking for sponsors. Please scan the QR code on your screen to contribute or visit loveit.org/golf. The tournament kicks off as a modified scramble on Monday, October 17th at Peachtree Golf Club.
All right, so after the break, a quick slant. That one was caught by Kendall Evans. He was one of Pace's 4 captains that came on the field before the game.
Nice reception there. Unfortunately for him, he slips down without really even being tackled, but
Yeah, it was a good catch and a good pass.
so that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Pace Knights on the 32.
Pace's first down of the game after that play. As Phelan threw a strike to his wide receiver. He's going to look to pass again. Quick screen. He'll shut off a tackle, and now he'll go upfield as Terrence Keel. Keel made a play. The Lovett's offense possession on defense.
Number 10, Jake Bryant, had him wrapped up, but he manages to escape and gets a gain of about 5-6 yards there after contact. So that's good play by the Knights. But
Keel looked pretty shifty after
Yeah.
he caught it. He ran about 20 yards for a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5. Ball sits at the 37 as here's a quick screen back to Keel as he'll move up the left sideline. Lowers his shoulder as he gets to the 50-yard line. Talon Fret came up, challenged and made the tackle. Young sophomore, you had a huge pick in last week's game if you saw up till the end. So growing confidence for the young sophomore. Nevertheless, it's a 1st and 10. Phelan looked to throw.
and the Lions defense there collapses on him. Looks like Noah Claxton and Jake Bryant.
Yeah, 2 seniors working to hold Phelan on the keeper.
.155 to go in this first quarter. Clock still running. 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
$1:35 and counting. Phelan hands it off to his running back as he will try to break a tackle, but he's going to get caught up, and then white jerseys just surround him. Handoff was to Jordan Burns, and Burns didn't really get anything. He tried to get out of a wave of tacklers in the backfield early, but could not.
Here's a look at the replay. Number 6, Michael Dollar, just holds him down and waits for the rest of the Lions defense to collapse on him. Works out here for the Lions, brings up 3rd and 12.
All right, long 3rd down for the Knights. Good chance for the Lions defense to hold their own as that pass is high.
Great coverage there by Talon Fret.
Pass tended to Kendall Evans, and it was sailed over his head, and it will bring up a long 4th down.
Just like the Lovett offense, the Lovett defense has come out on firing on all cylinders
Yeah,
as
they
well.
have.
Some pretty impressive stops so far, and the Pace Knights will punt her back.
Yeah, good tackling and good coverage you saw there from Talon Fred, as Alex said. Better snap for the punt, as this one will bring Beaver to his left, and he makes a safe catch this time just past the 10-yard line. And the Lions will start their 2nd offensive possession from relatively the same spot.
All right, here's our promo from the Campus Store. The holidays are fast approaching, and the Lovett Campus Store is not only stocked with brand new Lovett spirit gear, gifts, and supplies, it is full of seasonal items to fill your home with, things to remind you that 2023 is fast upon us. Their prices are always lower than retail, there is no sales tax, and all proceeds go back to the school. You will never lose when you shop at the Campus Store, open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now the Lions take it first and 10 from the 12-yard line, 13-yard line.
.30 left in the first period as here's a handoff to Khalil Towns up the middle, and he'll get just to about the 20-yard line. So a good first down gain. As the Lions offense will just let this clock run down. 10 seconds left in the period as we will funnel down into the break as we head into the second quarter. Still a 0-0 ball game. That quarter went relatively quickly. A lot of running and passing within the sidelines to keep the clock moving. And 12 minutes gone. And as I said, still a 0-0 ball game.
It was as we predicted, Thomas. Pretty competitive game, pretty competitive atmosphere. You can see plenty of people in the stands. But yeah, there's always a certain edge to this Lovett Pace game that you don't really find in many other rivalries.
Yeah, it really is. Lovett students have shown out. It's an all blackout theme, as you can see them in some of the camera angles as the Lions will flip fields. Now they will go towards the south end zone, suppose the north. All right, the Lovett Parent Association is the organization dedicated to promoting volunteer interest among parents in support of the school and engaging in activities promoting the enrichment of all students, faculty, and staff. There are many opportunities, small and large, for you to make a positive impact. Visit the Lovett website to become involved with the LPA today. Yeah, once again, as we did last game, we want to apologize for the white halo outline on the graphics. We're still working to get rid of that, and it will be taken care of in no time. So just bear with us for the moment. Second and third as we start the second quarter. Lusink under pressure, as now he'll throw out his arm.
Ooh.
And Terrence Keel will drag him out of bounds and give him a hand back up. Brought back to around the 20-yard line on a 2nd and 3 run.
Looks like a little bit of a late tackle there on Preston Lusink.
Yeah, maybe it was. He was
definitely
already
out of bounds.
Yeah, he was definitely already bounced. On the play, yeah, right when it cut, I saw that.
Here we go. Here's a replay. Get a better look at it. Nice stiff arm there from Preston. Runs out of bounds. He gets swallowed up there by number 1, and then just thrown to the floor. There's the flag. Yep. Gets helped up to his feet, which is nice, but fortunately for Pace, you cannot do that. That flag's on Lovett.
Yeah. Might have been a hold.
Must have been a hold.
Yeah. Lovett Network's finest, John Jarakitis, is giving me the news that it was a hold on one of the linemen. So that'll bring us back 2nd and 13. That one almost intercepted, but a great pass and a great catch by Khalil Towns. That's going to get him all the way past the 20-yard line.
For a first down.
Yeah, I think that's a first down. That was a huge gain.
Pace defense really looked to rush Lusink there, but he manages to keep his composure and pass it outside there.
Yeah, he had a couple times.
Nice.
That's 12 was the one who I thought got it initially. And then Towns got all the way to the 25. And that'll bring up a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 25-yard line. Lusink double fakes it. Now he'll throw to the right sideline. That one is caught. Michael Dollar on the reception, and another 2 big gains for this Lions offense. And the chains will keep moving.
Another impressive play from the Lions offense. You really think they're putting it together, and you got to think Preston Lusink's confidence is just soaring right now. Lots of completions, some good running.
He's throwing it around pretty good so far in this game.
So that brings the Lions up to the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 run. It's Khalil Towns trying to break loose of a jersey tackle, and he'll get about a yard past the 50 on a minuscule 1st and 10 gain.
Yeah, it looks like one of the defenders just grabbed a hold of his jersey and held him until the rest of the defense could get him.
Yeah, ball spotted at the 51. So the Lions in Pace territory. This is the first time any team has been in the opposing team's territory on offense. See if Lions can do anything on 2nd and 9. Lusink rolls to his right. He's going to look to throw. He'll fire one high. That one brought down. What a catch there. I think that was Hayden Bernard who caught that.
Fantastic reception there. Another great play by Preston Lusink. Can't say enough about him right now.
Rolled to the right to try to get an angle to Bernard, and he threw a high strike.
Escapes the pressure. Inch perfect throw. Hayden Bernard gets it to about the 28-yard line for the Pace Knights.
It was a great catch by Bernard.
Almost puts us in field goal position as well.
Yeah. Here's a handoff to Towns. Goes to the far sideline where he's wrapped up, but a good 1st down gain.
Very shifty play by Khalil Downs there. Gets about 10 yards, 9 yards.
Yeah, what I like to see and what I'm starting to see more of is the Lions getting bigger 1st down plays. In the first 2 losses, when we were running on 1st down, we'd see 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 9. Here's another handoff to Towns.
Just to get about 2 yards there. Oh, nope, it'll bring down.
It'll be close.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, depending on where the spot is, he's just short. Third and 1 play. Lions just outside the red zone. Lusink's got 2 receivers to the near sideline. Towns in the backfield as he'll give it to him, as he'll find blockers. Move to the left side, inside the 10, and he'll be brought down right around the 10, but a great run by Khalil Towns. Bumped it to the left, and he saw green grass for a while on that run.
Good handoff there by Preston Lusink back to Khalil Towns. These two are really running the show on offense
yeah,
so
they
far.
really are.
Brings up first and goal pretty much for the Lions here. Timeout Pace.
Timeout Pace. Lions moving the ball pretty swiftly in their 2nd possession. They started at the 13 and they've brought it all the way in and around the 10-yard line. So we'll see what Lions coaches chalk up here.
Here you can see wonderful turnout by the Lovett support with the blackout theme.
Muschamp trying to get his offense right for their first time they're in the red zone in this game. They put up 19 in last week's performance, and they're looking for their first points. There's Khalil Towns. He'll be taken off for this play. He was huge so far. Here's a flip into the round. It's Dylan Mayers who tried to cut it back up the middle, but he'll get just about a yard, if that. Maybe trying to throw that ball and Mayers was. Looked like right there, and then he tucked and ran with it. So bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball spot in the middle of the field, high snap, Towns back on the field, and then halfback draw just right up the middle. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 2 plays and not a whole lot of yards, and that will bring up what will be an interesting call. See what play they run. All right, 7:30 left in the half. Here's Lusink. Quick screen, it's Towns, and off his fingers. And it will be incomplete. So the Lions had a chance to put themselves in the end zone, but it looks like they will be just held to a field goal here.
Yep, Connor DeVinny, special teams will come out, hopefully get 3 points for the Lions here.
Connor DeVinny's been very good all season. Downs not happy with himself after that drop. So DeVinny from about 26, snap, spot kick is good. And the Lions strike first in this rivalry matchup. It is 3-0 with 7:21 left on the clock and a big drive of about 70 yards. And it will be ended with a Connor DeVinny field goal. John, what's a promo we can do? The picnic?
All right, on Friday, September 16th, the Linebackers Picnic returns to Rayleigh Field. Your Love It Lions will host McDonough, and the barbecue dinner lasts from 5 to 7 p.m. In case of rain, the event will be moved to Wallace Gymnasium. Come see your Lions cheer team perform and have your young ones get their faces painted. Then follow the football team for their march to the field prior to kickoff. It costs $16 to register, and scan the QR code on your screen or visit loveit.org/picnic. Contact Margaret Bryant or Jen Dollar for details. Here comes DeVinny to kick it off for the Lions.
A pooch last time, but that time will bring their return man back into his own end zone, and he will make a fair catch. Apologies again for the white graphic as we're throwing the scoreboard back on the screen. 3-0 ball game. Lions struck first just minutes ago, as there's
Flag on the play.
something on the field. Yep, flag on the play.
Personal foul, helmet to helmet on the receiving team. So that'll
Call will be, we're just getting word in that it's blindside. Illegal blindside block on the kickoff. John Jarakitis he's telling me to made a mistake on helmet to helmet. It's blindside, the call. We declined it. I don't know why. we're trying to get word on the field from Jim Clausen why we declined it. Well, I mean,
Seems like a strange call
yeah,
by
I
the
mean,
coaches there. But
yeah, he has, no idea either. All right, but anyways, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 20. 5.
Great play there by
Yeah.
Noah Claxton. Great tackle.
Yeah, handoff to the left side. Noah got in there.
Keeps them at the 20-yard line.
Pace's offense hasn't been anything special so far today, and that might be because Lovett's defense has been pretty good. They've been pretty good for the start of the season so far. All right, after a gain of 1, Phelan will hand it off to his back as he tries to get to the sideline, but he cannot. Beaver was there first and then brought in Jake Bryant and Christian Bell.
Great play by the Lions defense there. Here's the Lions defense. Here's the replay. There you see Anderson Beaver get it. Noah Claxton get in there. Jake Bryant, Christian Bell all work to bring him down. And here's the defensive line for today's game. At defensive end, we got senior Noah Claxton. At defensive line, we got junior Christian Bell. And again, we have senior Will Abney at defensive end.
All right, long 3rd down. Phelan will step up and he will heave it downfield, and that one into the hands and dropped by Terrence Keel. He had him on the run, and he was working on fielder Odegaard, and there's Laundry that sits on the field.
I think if Keel could have held that one in, then he could have gone on a foot race there and possibly made a touchdown.
It was
thankfully for the Lions, he drops it.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
And there is a flag on the play, so we're waiting to see what that flag is.
Trying to get word on what the call was.
Looks like it backs Pace up a few yards. With 4th and 11 now. Oh, it's been declined, but it's 4th and 11 here for the Pace Knights, and they'll look to punt it. Oh, and the punt is blocked here by Lovett, and they pick it up, and Lovett gets a touchdown.
How about that play?
We'll look to get a replay for you guys in case that that broadcast was a little bit choppy.
Well, I looked away for a second, and I see Lovett's in the end zone.
Brings up a nice 10-0 lead, and you like to see that on the scoreboard.
Yes, you do. A huge special teams play.
The Lovett fans going crazy there behind the play. Here we go.
They've gotten really close. That first time, that snap was low. That punt was almost blocked, but this time they got to him. It was Hayden Bernard who got in there and blocked it. And then Dylan Mayer scooped it up to bring it in the end zone.
Great play. I've noticed this Pace punter likes to take his time.
Yeah, Lovett's gotten to him.
They've been playing a little bit risky with the punting, and it comes back to bite them, and Lovett gets a touchdown.
So a gift of 6 points from Pace's special teams.
Here's a side angle. Great block there by Hayden Bernard.
Mayers just
scoops it up.
The ball just lands in Mayer's lap, and he just trots into the end zone for 6. False start on the PAT, so they backed up 5 yards.
There's Connor DeVinny looking to get the extra point for Lovett.
And offsides on the Knights.
That'll bring Lovett even closer. You wonder if they might try for 2 here.
Yeah. That one was pretty obvious. Knights defender got up there and got a little too close to the line.
Now here's Connor DeVinny trying for the extra point.
This will be a 20-yarder as he'll kick from the 10. and a low driving punt, but it splits the uprights. 10-0, the Lions taking the lead early in this game. 5:40 left in the first half. Here's another replay. Beaver just Bernard beats his blocker, and he got to the ball, and then Mayers did the rest.
Here we go, just another shot of the crowd. Here's the reaction to the blocked punt.
That's great.
Connor DeVinny sets it up at the 40. Probably blast it long again back into the end zone.
Yeah, he got a big leg.
He's only a sophomore though, so he's still got some room to improve.
Yeah, that he does.
Plenty of time.
And the right-footed kickoff will send him back to the 5-yard line.
Just short of the end zone.
And he will make it past the 25, so pretty good return there for Cooper Williams. Sophomore to sophomore from kickoff to return. And that's where Pace will have the football. And their offense has sputtered so far, as they really haven't gotten much. They haven't gotten a lot of first downs. That's their big problem so far in this game. And they're down 10-0 right now. 5:32 left in the half. Quick screen, high throw. That one brought down in the near sideline. So 1st and 10 play.
Good play there by Anderson Beaver, number 35.
Pass was hauled in by Davis Rice. He was one of the captains that was introduced before today's ball game.
5 minutes left in the half, and Lovett will hope to hold on to this lead, possibly even extend it more, with 2nd and 4 coming up for the Pace Knights.
Ball spotted about the 34 for 2nd and 4. Phelan pumped it. Now he will throw out of bounds.
Looks like one of his offensive line sort of blocked his view there.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the throw out. So he just decides to throw it away. And 3rd and 4
That'll
for the
bring up a
Knights.
3rd down. Knights haven't been great converting 3rd down so far.
And here are the starting linebackers for today's game. We have senior Anderson Beaver, junior Michael Dollar, senior Jake Bryant, senior Hayden Bernard, and senior Christopher Fielden. Apologies for Michael's spelling there. We hope Avi Daftari can head back to English class. And looks like a false start there by the Pace Knights, which will push them back another 5 yards, which is great for the Lovett.
Costly for the Knights, great for the Lions.
Just pumps up the crowd even more. The momentum is certainly working in Lovett's favor in this second quarter, as we've gotten a field goal and a blocked punt, and now we're pushing Pace back in their own half.
3rd and 9. In terms of momentum, Pace would need this, and he's going to get pretty close.
Yeah, it looks like he just gets it by a yard.
Might have. That one brought in by Kendall Evans, called his name a couple of times.
Still 4:33 left in the half, so plenty of time if Pace wants to make a run at this, but hopefully Lovett will be able to make another stop and not let them in their own half. Today's defensive back, oh, never mind, we're having a replay.
Quick throw, yeah, you got just right there. 1st and 10. Trips to the near sideline for Phelan. He'll look this way. Now pressure will make him roll. He'll just toss this one. And that one thrown out of bounds.
All right, in today's defensive backs, we have sophomore Talon Frett at cornerback, junior Luke Wallace at safety, and senior Fielder Odegaard at cornerback. Down to 3:39 on the clock remaining in this first half. Here's the scoreboard, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
Ball spotted at the 39 for Pace. Split receivers to the right and left. Running back in the backfield. He'll look to a screen. We've seen that a couple times, breaking a tackle and getting to about the 50, but I think he stepped out before that.
Breaks about 2.5 tackles
there.
Yeah. Before he steps out. Looks like a little bit of a late play, but they let the one go earlier on Preston Lucey.
Yeah,
so
good run after catch, and then
looks like they let this one go as well. Pace sideline wasn't too happy about that one.
Yeah, I know. He has had some attitude towards Luke Wallace after the whistle blew.
Broken tackle
so
there.
Out of bounds right
Here
about the
Luke
47,
Wallace.
And then
pushes him. I think he goes down quite lightly there.
Yeah, and then
not much in it from Luke. Tries to help him up. Fortunately, his from Pace.
So, Phelan Bell trying to come at him as he splits the gap. High throw, incomplete.
Great pressure there by Christian Bell. Forces the quarterback to throw it out, but there is a flag on the play.
We'll see if we can see where the flag came into. Bell came up and then right around midfield maybe.
Looks like it's on the Lions. Or it might be, yep, as John Jarakidas has so kindly told me, might be asking Coach Greer whether to accept or not decline the penalty.
They declined the illegal blocking earlier, illegal blindside.
See what the ref here says. They're having a little bit of a conference in the center of the field.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting because if they decline it, they might have another 3rd down play, or if they accept it, sorry, they might have a 3rd down long, and if they decline it, 4th and short. An eligible receiver downfield. And I think Coach Greer may have declined it. We'll see who it is.
Yep, it has been declined.
Yeah, it's basically the whole offensive line got down the field. It's like they were running verticals.
And Coach Greer certainly declined that one. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Pace Knights, and it looks like they brought on their punting team.
Yeah, good decision to decline it, take the punt. And with 3:26 left on the clock, now Lovett with 3 timeouts has a chance to strike before this half comes to a close. Not a lot of pressure on that kick, as that will send Anderson Beaver to watch it, and it'll take a Knights bounce and land at the 4-yard line.
That is an incredible punt by the Pace punter there. Really did not. They got a really favorable bounce.
Yeah, that was a good punt, better bounce.
But another good stop for the Lovett Lions, not even allowing Pace into their own half.
Defense has looked really good so far. Not a lot of first downs in general all game. Anderson Beaver hunched over at the 9-yard line.
It's like he took a hit from number 14 there. Now Lovett will try to get it out of their own, within their own 5.
All right, so that punter pinned the Lions back to the 4-yard line. Here's a run with Khalil Towns up the middle, and he'll get about 4 yards. We haven't seen the Lions offense in a while, as Pace had a possession and then a blocked punt for a touchdown, and then their offense came back on the field. So it's been about 6 minutes of game time since the Lions offense has been on the field, just under 3 minutes. on the clock, as you can see on your screen.
Some strong running there from Khalil Towns. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Lions.
Second and 6. Lusink will keep it as he'll get it up the middle. Met by Brody Hengst. And that will bring up a 3rd down. So Pace defense using field advantage in their hands. Just trying to run the clock out, it looks like. If we don't convert, then we're not going to let Pace have a lot of time to score, as we are just under 2 minutes now. 3rd and 4. Lusink to hand it off. It's Khalil Towns who will get just a couple. And that will bring up a 4th down for the Lions. $1:35 in the half as the clock continues to wind down. So there's a timeout called. It'll be awarded to Pace. So we'll get some scores from across the state and across the region. We've got Woodland at Hampton. Try to get the score for that for you. But we will go down to the sidelines for an interview. It looks like our Ultras are standing by.
So, at a tumultuous beginning of the season. So how are y'all keeping the crowd hyped? Obviously it's paying off.
So basically, whenever we got the ball, we're trying to get the Let's Go Love It cheers up. Whenever we don't, we're getting the defense cheers up, and we're just trying to get the guys hyped and keep the crowd up, you know.
I'm not going to lie, our offense is making it easy. When we're moving the ball, it's easy to get the crowd up. Our defense is making big stops. We're up 10-0 in the 2nd quarter. I like how we're looking. If we keep on going, I think this is an easy win for the Love It Lions.
Nice. And especially the momentum up, especially this is such a big rivalry game. Are we feeling really hopeful going in the 2nd quarter?
You know, I feel like rivalry games really get our momentum up, higher than we would play anyone else. So it's really easy to keep our guys up and keep the crowd up. Yeah.
The 2nd quarter is huge for us. If we can keep this lead through the 3rd quarter and add on to it, I think it's wraps. So let's go Love It, and yeah.
Yeah, let's go Love It!
Go Love It! All right.
Certainly some confidence there from our Ultras.
New Ultras have done a pretty good job so far. Interview from Jenny Matos, class of 2024.
Looks like Pace has the ball on the 41-yard line, so they've gotten it into Lovett's half.
Yeah, they have. First time today.
1:19 left on the clock.
This one at the 41. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Their receivers to the near sideline as Phelan will look deep down the field, and that pass is broken up, incomplete. Luke Wallace came in there just to make sure that one got swatted away. Fielder Odegaard in coverage. Here's your replay. Almost had the pick, did Luke Wallace. But nevertheless, he'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Phelan drops back. Now he'll look to throw deep again. This time it is caught and out of bounds. Pass caught by Cooper Williams and out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So the Knights threatening inside a minute 30. That's minute 04 on the clock. They've made up some field position quickly.
Nice throw there by the quarterback, and the coverage was just a little bit off. Allows Pace to sneak on into the into the Lovett 20-yard line.
Timeout called from the Lions. Pace with none. Lions now with 2 left.
Lovett's True Blue annual fund raises over $3 million on an annual basis to support the school's most immediate needs. We rely on the support of our entire Lovett community to meet our fundraising goals and provide every Lovett student with the highest quality education possible. Thank you for being True Blue.
Defensive coordinator Coach Greer trying to draw up another defensive stop for the Lions. Inside the red zone, they go at the 19. 1st and 10, 1:04 left in the half. In motion is Terrence Keel. Phelan will toss it up to the sideline. That ball is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Pace Knights. And they strike under a minute left, and they are on the board.
Good coverage there by the Lovett defense, but that Terrence Keel just manages to get on up.
Yeah, that was a
haul that one in.
Great catch. He got up and brought it in. Here's your replay. Floated that one up top. Brought in. And there's a signal, touchdown. Fielden had great coverage on him as the kick is up and good. And so it's back to a field goal game. 10-7, Lions still with the lead, but Pace on the board. All right, so the Lions will have 2 timeouts and 56 seconds to try to get something. Try to get some points back after the Pace touchdown. Quick drive, that was undoubtedly and obviously Pace's best offensive drive, but they look so much different that drive than they did previously in the game. They're moving the ball so much better. Low driving kick. That one taken off a hop. Brought to the near sideline, trying to cutting it back, trying to break a tackle was Hamilton Stewart. And so the Lions will start from about the 27-yard line with 47 seconds and 2 timeouts. All right, so scores around the region. It's Woodland at Hampton, and Hampton up 7-0. Lions will elect to just waste out the clock as Preston Lusink will just take a knee. more games. We've got Mount Zion against McDonough. Pretty good matchup, 0-0 in the first quarter. And we've got Stockbridge at Luella. And Stockbridge.
That'll bring the Lions versus Pace into halftime as both teams go on into their locker rooms to prepare for the second half.
Pretty good half from the Lions.
Yeah, it's been impressive. The offensive drive is there. The defensive drive is there. You can see the Lions really came out to fight and try to improve their 0-2 record.
Yeah, the offense has looked better, as we've got 20 minutes until play resumes here. The Lions will get the ball to start the second half as Pace had the first possession off kickoff. And so with a 3-0 lead, the Lions offense will enjoy that feeling that they get it right back. Now we're going to check with Jenny Matos down the sideline as halftime breaks. All right, Jenny, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so we are up in the press box just a few miles from where the game is being held, and we can see the crowd on screen, but we can't hear them. So I was wondering what the atmosphere over at Pace is like as the Lions lead 10-7.
Atmosphere down with the Lions is actually insane. People were screaming, yelling. Even with the close score, it was still crazy atmosphere. When we got the touchdown, it was loud. Oh, sorry, I was trying to get to the crowd.
Yeah, it all sounds very Love It.
It was a really, really large.
Sounds very Love It
Yeah.
fan-like. The spirit's been great, and hopefully we can keep that energy back up. So just based off the sideline, I know the Ultras was feeling good, but how has the game looked on a football standpoint from the sideline? Has it looked like, I don't know, has it been good down there?
Yeah. It's been going pretty good. Yeah. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to hear, but we'll let you go into halftime, and hopefully the Lions can keep up this energy and this great offensive performance going into the second half.
Hopefully they can.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. See you.
Technical difficulties with the audio there, but Jenny Matos giving us information live, and we'll see you after the half. Lions lead 10-7. Don't go anywhere. Live coverage resuming from the Love It Network.
is here once again for your Pace Academy cheer team. location is Eastcom and now in Sandy Springs, New Chastain Park. At Megan Orthodontics, you will love your smile. Jamie and Joe Cross of Ainsley Real Estate are so proud to be supporting Pace Academy Athletics for 19 years.
All right, welcome back, Love It Lions, as we begin to take off this second half here. Unfortunately, your play-by-play commentator, Thomas Brown, had to leave as he has the ACT tomorrow morning, so I will be taking over as your play-by-play, and my fellow broadcaster, Nicholas Holland, class of 2026, will be taking over the color commentary.
Doing pretty good over here. Excited to be here, catch the second half of the game. It should be a good one.
Quick look at our student section there.
Looks like water bottles being thrown.
Do any of y'all want to be interviewed?
As play is about to resume.
With the Pace Knights kicking off here. Short run up, but long kick there. Reception by number 12, Christopher Fielden. 2 flags on the play, but he's dropped around the 17-yard line. Wait and see what this flag is on. The refs are currently in discussion. Personal foul, horse collar on the Pace Knights, so that'll back Pace up. First down, Lovett.
Or that'll move Lovett forward a couple extra yards.
See a quick sideline angle of Coach Muschamp. What offense? You gotta hope whatever Muschamp has said to the team in the locker room that they're fired up and ready to take this lead all the way through the second half.
Yeah,
as
hopefully.
Preston Lusink lines up in the backfield.
Yeah, hopefully inspire them to help them a little bit close out this game.
Lusink keeps it, rolls out to the right, and he gets swarmed up and tackled down to the 25-yard line. So that's about a 5-yard loss there for the Lovett Lions.
Kylan Shields getting on the tackle.
Fake handoff to Khalil Towns. And Lusink just gets swallowed up at the 25-yard line. Handoff to Khalil Towns, doesn't get too far down to the 25-yard line. Pace brought some pressure there, and Khalil couldn't quite find a way through it. So that'll bring up 3rd and 20 for the Lions.
Noah seemed to have a little bit of a limp there, walking off. Hope he's all right and can get back in the game. Pace is just distraught. Looks like a
Hopefully we'll get a replay on that one from our wonderful John Jarakitis.
Looks like
working the technical aspect of the broadcast tonight.
Timeout Pace.
Here we go. Look at the bottom of your screen there. The coaches are going wild. The players are going wild, trying to get a player off the field. Forces Pace into calling for a timeout. All right, so in lieu of this break, just like to take a moment's silence. As the Lions trot back onto the field, we'd just like to mention the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Yet another common America W. As the Lions retake the field, Preston Lusink in the backfield hands it off to Khalil Towns, pushes forward and gets tackled at around the 27-yard line.
That'll bring up 4th and forever.
Lions will be forced to punt here.
The whole drive was pretty much predetermined by the sack on 1st down.
The quarterback there, Preston Lusink.
Barely gets a punt off. Connor.
Here we go. Breaking through tackles. Number 1, Terrence Kiel. Good reception for the Pace Knights. Brings them to about the 48-yard line. That's some good starting field position for the Pace Knights.
Great return there by Terrence Kiel.
Good job by Connor DeVinny to get that punt up and away. Pretty decent punt. Unfortunately, Kiel just gets the ball and manages to evade about 5 defenders there before eventually being brought down the 48-yard line.
About a 15-yard gain there.
Yep, Sam Franco's fat head right there. Hayden Bernard's upside down. Hopefully the defense can get them riled up and pumping. Rolls right, passes to Terrence Kiel. Holds on for a few more yards. He's finally pushed out of bounds at around the 36-yard line.
That is one thing we cannot afford to happen. Have Pace get going with their passing game. As you can see, they scored at the end of the 2nd quarter, just throwing it up and just outplaying our DBs.
Yep, solid pass there by Connor Phelan, Terrence Kiel. And it's a flag in the backfield. Looks like illegal motion from the Pace Knights, so that'll back them up about 5 yards.
D-line kind of jabbing there, causing them to move a little bit.
Nice gift there for the Lions defense. Instead of 2nd and 1, it's now 2nd and about 6. Hands it off to number 6. Hard running. And Jordan Burns is finally tackled at the 40-yard line.
Burns there just lowers his shoulder and just plows his way to a 1st down.
In between plays, I'd like to shout out our loyal Love It Network viewers, especially you, Carter Friedman. I know you're working hard at home. And we love to see the support rolling in on the Love It Network broadcast. Here we go. Phelan sets up in the backfield. Throws to the right, passes to number 1, Terrence Kiel. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 35, Anderson Beaver, and number 30, Hayden Bernard. But another nice gain there for the Pace Knights. And the Lions defense needs to step back up again.
Terrence Kiel, a real playmaker for Pace so far in the opening of the 2nd half. And here's the replay. Just a comeback, short 10-yard dig. So 2nd and 3 for the Pace Knights.
Phelan rolls left, flips to the right. Great tackle there. Fumble.
Recovered by Lovett.
Looks like Christian Bell forces the fumble. Recovered by Lovett as Will Abney pounces on it. Great defense there by the Lions. Great pressure, especially by Christian Bell, forcing the quarterback back. all the way down, and as he goes down, he fumbles the ball, and Will Abney just pounces on it, which brings the Lions into great field position. As I was just saying, the Lions needed a big stop there, and they certainly got it. And I'm sure those fat heads are now bumping in the crowd.
As you said, Lovett is excited.
Momentum seems to have carried on into the second half as Preston Lusink lines up in the backfield next to Khalil Towns.
Christian Bell, a popular name at the Lovett GAC game, making plays, got an interception there.
Passes off to Khalil Towns, and he's in the open. He's in the clear. Foot race down to the end zone. 20 yards left. Chased by number 1, Terrence Kiel. Gets dragged down, but he makes it into the end zone. Oh, he's dragged down just short, but there is a flag on the play. It's a horse collar by the defense there.
Great run by Khalil Towns.
Fantastic run. Breaks off about 2 tackles. Foot race into the end. Terrence Kiel is forced to drag him down by his collar. I'm pretty sure he gets into the end zone here. There we go. Breaks a tackle. Runs down the sideline. Terrence Kiel is chasing him. Grabs his collar here. Drags him down, but he's in the end zone. And that is an awful call by the referee.
Shoulders clearly land past the pylon.
And that should be a touchdown. And here you can see Coach Muschamp just going off at the refs. He knows it was a touchdown. We know it was a touchdown. Anyone with eyes knows it's a touchdown.
Unfortunately, no booth review or replay.
They did give it to him. They did, and after further review and talking with the referees, the main referees announced it is a touchdown for the Lovett Lions, 16-7. Fantastic play there by Khalil Towns. Fantastic run. The Lovett Lions are going crazy. And it looks like the Lions are going to set up for the extra point. Great block tackle there. You can see our Ultras running down the sideline also. Fantastic support. Dragged down, and Khalil Towns has really been somewhat of a revelation this season.
Khalil just a spark player for Lovett.
And field goal is good. Connor DeVinny with the extra point. 17-7, Euro Lovett Lions. So that horse collar penalty means that they should enforce that 15 yards off of the kickoff. So we'll see if that happens here. There you can see Khalil Towns on the sideline getting hyped up, talking with Coach Casper.
Definitely one of Lovett's key players.
Here we go, Christian Bell with the pressure.
A replay there on the sack and fumble. Christian Bell has just been key this season for our Lovett defense. Making good plays in the backfield, good coverage. Overall, just a good player.
And just like America stays taking W's, so does Lovett. Here we go, 17-7. 10-point lead for the Lovett Lions. Here's that 15-yard penalty. Seeing it enforced.
On the kickoff.
Kicking from Pace's 45-yard line, so we'll see what Connor DeVinny comes up with here. And DeVinny absolutely blasts it. Can't even see it. Goes all the way down back in the track. And Pace will start their drive from the 20. So another flaming start to the half here by Lovett. And you got to think Muschamp is pretty happy with his team right now. What would you say, Nicholas?
Definitely. He is elated over there on the sidelines. Definitely showing some passion, especially on the refs. it was really Muschamp arguing with the refs that got us eventually that touchdown.
Yeah, if he doesn't get up in their faces, you don't know if they're going to call it or not. Here we go, Phelan lines out to the right, good coverage, just misses number 2.
Overthrown.
Cooper Williams, who's a sophomore. Some good coverage there, overthrown, as Nicholas said. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pace Knights. Looking great here for the Lions. Coach Dobbins nodding his head. Can't believe what he's seeing on this field with his players.
Almost an interception there by Talon Fret. Good coverage on the play.
Phelan lines up in the backfield again. Hands it off. Strong running. He's broken through a tackle. Another tackle. Another tackle. Finally takes Talon Fret and number 6, Michael Dollar, to finally bring him down. But that was an insane run. Incredible strength. By number 12, Frank Caldwell III. He's a senior. Speaking of 3, make sure you tune in to the Premier League to watch Leeds United as America takes on the rest of the world. Jesse Marsh, Brendan Aronson, and Tyler Adams versus the haters. Anyways, back onto the Lovett Pace game. There is an injury on the field, number 10, Jake Bryant. We hope he's being okay. He's being escorted off the field by the trainers. Excellent job by our trainers there, Sean and Libby, as there's a forced injury timeout.
I think we need a ID check on Frank Caldwell. He's looking a little bit too big.
All right, here we go. Pace lines up from the Lions' 27-yard line. Passes it off. Another handoff to number 12, but he's quickly swallowed up by number 6 and Michael Dollar and number 78, Noah Claxton. Good work there by the defense, not letting him get any space. 7:46 left in this third quarter. Your Lions still leading by 10 points. There you see Sam Franco's bobblehead, or Fram Sanko, as some call him. All right. Back out. Phelan rolls left. Throws it up high. Good coverage by Talon Fred, but unfortunately the other number 10, Kendall Evans, is just too strong and too big, and he just purely muscles his way into the end zone.
Just absolutely bodies him into the end zone.
Not much there the Talon Fred could do about that, given the size difference, but unfortunate for Lovett Lions as it brings the Pace Knights within 4 points of Lovett, and you assume that they'll try for the extra point here. Yeah, just get it in the area, and most likely your receiver there can bring it down. Field goal is good. Pace 14, Lovett 17, 7:11 left in the third quarter. So lots of game left to play, but your Lions are still fighting.
Another fall, another alumni fest. All alums aged 21 and older are invited to Round Trip Brewing Company on Thursday, September 15th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. You have the option of a complimentary +1, as RSVPs are always appreciated, but drop-ins will be warmly welcomed as well. Head to Seaboard Industrial Boulevard for drinks and hors d'oeuvres. And if you have questions, email our team at alumni@loveit.org. And that brings us back to Pace's kickoff. Fielded at the 15.
Strong return here by number 12, Christopher Fielden. Brings it out to the Lovett 35. And Lovett will take over at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 7 minutes left in this third quarter.
What are we going to do? So 1st and 10. Lovett ball on the 33.
Lusink lines up in the backfield. Muschamp is clearly not happy about something. They throw a flag, penalty on the Lovett Lions. Delay of game, it'll back them up 5 yards. First and 15 for the Lovett Lions. Not an ideal start, but we'll see. We've managed our way out of worse situations before, so we'll see what Preston Lusink can conjure up. Passes out right to number 11, and number 10, Evans, just absolutely swallows him up. No running room for him there.
You got the play action bubble screen there. Just got held up in the backfield by Kendall Evans. And it looks like an injury on the field.
Yep, Pace Knight's injury. All right, we'd like to congratulate our Otters Chicken Athlete of the Week, senior Ava Vinci for softball.
We have a handful of lines to spotlight this week. Since we were idle last week, we want to recognize softball senior Ava Vinci, who led the Lions to 4 straight wins last week. She also notched her career high in strikeouts against rivals Westminster. Ava, we hope you enjoy your free meal at Otters Chicken. Congratulations, you are the Athlete of the Week.
I've heard some disturbing rumors about Otters Chicken recently, that they're closing down and moving. Hopefully that's not true. Hopefully it's just rumors. As Lovett lines back up, Preston Lusink in the backfield. Second down and 15 to go for the Lovett Lions. Lusink hands it off. Khalil Towns manages to bulldoze his way through a few defenders and picks up about 5 there. Brings up 3rd and long for the Lovett Lions. Third and 8, as the scoreboard says. Preston Lusink rolls left, has plenty of time. His defense has done great, decides to run. Only picks up about 2-3 yards there. Not enough for a first down, so it's going to bring up about 4th and 5 for the Lovett Lions. And that'll bring out Connor DeVinny to punt. Snap is good. Connor gets the punt off. High arc. Great punt. Nice favorable bounce for the Lions. Trickles down to the 22-yard line, and that's where Pace will start their offensive drive. So, Nicholas, how would you rate Lovett's performance so far in the second half?
On offense, we've been great. Capitalizing on second downs, gaining yards, making it gainable third downs, allowing us to eventually score. We need to improve, though, on defense a little bit, maybe change up the strategy, but figure out how to pin those wide receivers in.
Yeah, I agree. I think the defense has overall done a pretty good job. Some great pressure in there by Christian Bell and some of the other linemen, but unfortunately, Pace just has some quite athletic wide receivers that are hard to mark. Anyways, Pace starting the lineup. Phelan in the backfield. Throws it left. Quick chop and brought down by number 12, Christopher Fielden. Great tackle there. A little bit of a shifty move by number 2, but eventually tackled down behind the play.
In the replay there, just a quick bubble screen to Cooper Williams. Has nowhere to go, stuffed up.
Good initial defending there by number 6, Michael Dollar.
And Christopher Fielden.
It just lets Christopher Fielden wrap him up.
With a great play.
Fielden looks left. Number 10 catches. Good tackle there.
That is Kendall Evans on the reception.
By number 30, Hayden Bernard.
And it looks like Michael Dollar is slow to get up. Hobbles off to the sideline.
Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Pace Knights. Phelan rolls right, looks downfield, keeps it, decides to keep it, gets pressured and throws it just out of bounds, has nowhere to go. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Pace Knights. Flag down on the play. Wait for the referee's signal. It's conferring with the Lovett coaches, so you would assume it's on the Pace Knights.
Seems to be holding.
An eligible receiver downfield. It's been declined. Been declined by the Lovett coaches. Elect to keep the downs and not force Pace back. Here we go as a replay. Offensive lineman number 66. Not on our roster, but he was all the way downfield there on that flag. Phelan receives again, shifts right, fakes it, throws it now hard. Terrence Kiel with the reception, brings it all the way down into the end zone. And there's a Pace touchdown. Just got beyond his defender there, received the ball, and once he's in a foot race, he's not going to lose that.
Great pass on the go route from Terrence Keel. Just absolutely beats his defender, tracks the ball, makes a great catch, and unfortunately ends up in a touchdown for Pace.
Yeah, number 5 there, Fielder Odegaard, unfortunately just missed the coverage.
Just a hair short there.
As my grandfather would say, stay in front until you get behind. And that makes no sense. If you knew him, you'd understand. Anyways, blocked. That is fantastic. Fantastic play there by the Lovett defense. Another impressive block. Wait for the replay to see who that was.
Great play overall. Pressure by the Lovett defense.
But again, these pace kickers and punters, quite slow to get it off.
Yeah, they are taking quite a bit of time.
Can't quite tell who that is. Hard to see on the replay.
Could
be Hayden Bernard again. Looks like he's coming from the same spot.
Looks like a 1-7 to me.
Looks like a 1-7.
Looks like maybe Aiden Light.
Could be Aiden Light there. That's 30. Is it? Oh, wait, no, I see him.
That is Jake Bryant.
Yeah, number 10, Jake Bryant. Fantastic play there for the Lovett Lions.
As we get back to the action, Pace kicking it off to Lovett. Very important blocked extra point there. Keeps it within 3. Touchdown, puts us within 4, puts us up by 4. Makes it a 2-possession game. Well, I'm more than a.
And there's a flag on the play as the
touchdown.
punt trickles out of bounds. Illegal kick formation. Four minutes left in this third quarter. And it's been quite a long third quarter so far. Lots of stoppage. That's on the kicking team, so Lovett will take over at the 35-yard line. All right, Lusing lines up next to Khalil Towns, keeps it again, gets pressured by the Pace defense and collapses and gets sacked.
Lost about 7 there.
Down at the 28-yard line. Unfortunate play there for Lovett as Pace has managed to somehow crawl their way back into this game. I might be biased, but quite undeservedly so, as Lions have played their hearts out so far. And I'm sure most of the Lovett Lions would be proud of their team. Lusink throws right. Great pass. Yep, Luke keeps going.
Oh, the ref
steps
called
out of bounds. The 37-yard line. Nope, at the 42. At the 42-yard line. But great pass, great reception, great yards after contact. Another good play by the Lovett Lions offense.
Luke
You didn't see him
getting a little shifty there.
You haven't seen too much of the Lovett Lions offense in the first 2 games of the season, but they've certainly come out today ready to play. Yep, unfortunately just steps out of bounds there as he spins back inside.
Ref spotting a little bit too far back.
Yep.
Audible sent in from Musham. 1st and 10. Right back to Luke, gets a gain about 7. Lovett tapping into their wide receivers for some passing game here in the late third, 3 minutes, 15 seconds left.
First and 10 for the Lions. 3:15 left to go in this third quarter. Lusink receives the ball. Gives it to Khalil Towns.
Lineman helped push him forward there. Looks like they're moving the chains. First down.
First down, Lovett Lions. Yeah, good job by the offensive linemen, Will Abney, Noah Claxton, and Grant Ewing to push that Pace defense back and get Khalil into the first down position.
A touchdown here sets us up for with the lead going into the fourth quarter.
All right, Khalil Towns with he's just mowing his way through tackles at this point. He's been fantastic today. Keeps a knee down. Looks like he might have gotten a little bit of a knock there. Great run, but I hope he's okay and fit to continue in the game.
As he hobbles off the field. we hope he is okay.
Lusink receives it, gives it to number 35, Anderson Beaver. He gets tackled for a gain of about probably 2 yards there.
Here's Khalil's run again. Finds a gap. Spins.
Breaks 3 tackles before finally being dragged down.
Looks like maybe twisted his leg a little bit there at the end.
So Anderson Beaver comes in for him. Lusink keeps it, rolls right, pressured by the Pace defense. Oh, just out of the reach of number 6, Michael Dollar.
Looks like a late hit there a little bit by Pace. Refs don't call anything. Here's a replay there of that play.
Here we line up Lusink. Yep, Khalil's back in the game. Gets a few yards. And he's just bulldozing his way forward. Gets an extra about 2-3 yards after being swallowed up. Another strong run from the Lovett Lions offense, down to about the 11-yard line of Pace. Brings up 4th and about a yard and a half, so it'll be interesting to see what the Lovett Lions do here. Do we go for the field goal and tie it up, or do we risk it for the touchdown? I say we risk it.
Agreed. I say we go for the touchdown, maybe hand it off to Khalil again. He's been great for us this game. He's been great for us every game.
As they say, go big or go home. And it looks like that's exactly what Lovett's doing right here.
They like to go for
Muschamp has taken my advice. Oh, nope, he's called a timeout. Well, I thought he was about to take my advice, but decided to timeout.
Timeout Lovett just to think it over a little bit.
Yep, I would like to shout out my aunt and her boyfriend watching all the way down from Florida to tune into the Lovett Network. That's the sort of commitment we love to see from our fans. There's 44 seconds left in this third quarter. Your Lovett Lions trail by 3 points to the Pace Knights. Really strong performance here from your Lovett Lions. What would you say about the determination today to try to get a result here?
They've been very determined, playing their hearts out, putting it.
Oh, and the punt is blocked here by Lovett.
Fourth and 2. Lovett elects to go for it on 4th down.
Okay, so Muschamp has decided to take my advice. That is tremendous. That's what you love to see from this Lovett Lions football team.
Pace defense yelling at the line.
Looking to bring some high pressure here. Receives it, keeps it.
It's close.
Looks like he might have pushed his way there. It'll depend on the spot.
It's close.
Our fantastic Jim Clausen recording the play from the sidelines. And we'll look here.
As the ref
As
walks
I can't
it
really
out.
tell. It looks like, oh, it looks like it might be just short, but I can't really tell.
As they extend the chains. The Lovett offense stays out there.
Looks like he clearly got it. Again, you don't know what sort of shady business Pace is doing under the table here. Yes.
About 9-yard line he had to get there.
And the refs are still looking at it.
And
it's given to Pace. So Pace will line up in the backfield. Phelan hands it off. Number 12 gets dragged down by number 30.
Frank Caldwell on the run.
And yeah, from our position up here in this booth, about 5 miles away from the actual game, it clearly looks as though there's some shady underhand business going on
Looks like
at the Pace Academy Sports Complex.
Looks like a cramp on the field. He's getting stretched out.
Still a whole nother quarter to turn it around.
We definitely still have time. The comeback is imminent.
The ginger you see there, brother of Charlie Woocher, quite unmistakable in the upper school. Shared a math class with his brother last year.
Hayden Bernard there, cramping up a little bit. Walking it off.
As Lovett sports are actually starting to roll around now, the fall sports are in full swing. You got football, volleyball, softball, cross country has a meet tomorrow. Water polo, a sport that sometimes gets overlooked, but definitely quite competitive. Avi Daftari, one of our fellow Lovett Network producers, fantastic with the Lovett Network, and also the star of the Lovett water polo team. Hopes to lead them to victory this season. And hope he recovers from his concussion that he suffered while battling for the Lovett Lions in the pool. Unfortunately, didn't battle hard enough, but it is what it is.
And Pace takes us out to the end of the third quarter. Smell that, Alec?
I smell it.
Smells like some more free chicken with this week's Otters Players of the Week. We have 3 different volleyball Lions who earned the distinction of being the Otters Chicken athletes. And first up is junior Kennedy Campbell. Kennedy is leading the Lions in service aces at 26 on the season. Next up is Kaki Watt, who leads the team with 196 assists. And finally, Emma Duffield is leading the team in percentage at .479 and in total kills. These 3 juniors have led the team to a 12-3 record so far. Kennedy, Kaki, and Emma, we hope you enjoy your free meal from Otters Chicken. Congratulations, you guys are our athletes of the week.
Speaking of free meals, the Lions defense just absolutely gobbles up Pace on that play.
Pretty much a free meal for us today.
Free meal, exactly. Number 12 there just gets rocked. And the Lions defense continues strong. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there obviously seems to be some sort of scandal occurring at this. We're joking, of course. There's no scandal. Allegedly.
Maybe players not looking at the signs, maybe intended for the refs.
Yeah, Pace's offensive line lines up, Phelan in the backfield. Hoping for another stop here. 2nd and 10. Kiel rolls right. Seems to get tied up, but eventually brought down. Some strong yards after contact.
About an 8-yard
But he's
gain.
staying down, and it looks like he might be hurt. Oh, he pops up to his feet. He's all right. Cramp for Noah Claxton, unfortunately, so the trainers will be back on the field. They're stretching him out. Coach Muschamp there, the first one to the scene. You can see how much he cares about his players. The drive and the work ethic that Noah Claxton has put in tonight. You can see how much it means to Coach Muschamp and the rest of the staff. Unfortunately, there he is, lying spread-eagled on the floor. Getting Coach Muschamp as his water boy, and that's how you know you've had a good game. And there's the fantastic Lovett crowd. You can see Fram Senko's bobblehead.
Great show out tonight with our blackout theme.
Yep.
Noah seeming to stretch it out a little bit, walk it off. Still slow to get off the sidelines. Hopefully it's not a pull.
that's a great point made by my fellow Lovett broadcaster Alex. When you get a toe cramp in swimming, you literally just sink to the pool. I am a swimmer myself, and I know that my fellow swim team members can attest to this. When you get a foot cramp in the pool, it is game over. But you hope Noah Claxton can recover from his cramp, get some salts in, and get back on the field. Here we go. Phelan rolls right, looking downfield, gets tackled short for a loss. Great play there by number 47 and number 65 there from the Lovett Lions defense. Colin Carroll and Will Abney just combining there for another great play. Brings up 3rd and 3. Nope, it'll be more than that. It'll bring down 4th down and about 5 for the Pace defense. So a great stop by the Lovett Lions, hopefully giving their offense a chance to get on the end of this and either tie this game up or push us into the lead.
On the replay there, Connor Phelan just had no one open. Lockdown defense for the Lions. As Pace sets up the punt.
Slow getting that punt off again. Favorable bounce for the Pace Knights. Just hits one of their heels. If you could have just gotten out of the way, maybe got another
Extra
3 yards there, but again, the awareness just isn't quite there. Yep. Definitely in the highlight reel.
This is a big drive for Lovett now. 9:55 on the clock. 4th quarter. We score here, put Pace in a tough position. Have to get a touchdown to get a lead.
Yep, and Lovett will take over at about the 40-yard line. Lusink in the backfield. Low snap. Nice completion to number 8.
Number 8, Luke Wallace.
Luke Wallace bundles down for about 12 yards on that play. Impressive play again. Preston Lusink. He's got some impressive passing numbers today, I would say.
Luke Wallace has about all of our receiving yards for the game. Helping us move the chains there.
Good play by Luke Wallace. Nice route there. Just managed to avoid the defender before being pushed out into the Lovett sideline.
Quick comeback stuns the
You see those soccer goals in the background. Quick reminder, region champs last year. All right.
Khalil Towns
hands it
stuffed
off
at the line.
Yep, stuffed at the line. Yeah, but as this quarter drags on, the importance of Luke Wallace down here on this far sideline, looking to make a big play, becomes all the more important. You see the Pace student section in the background.
In this situation,
they look a little bit scared, if you ask me.
This situation, 2nd and 10, I'd say. Short screen to Khalil.
Yep,
let him
Lusink
operate.
Gives it to Dylan Mayers. Gets about 5 yards. 4 yards there. Yep, brings it down to 3rd and 5 for the Lovett Lions. All right. Lusink lines up in the backfield, looks to the right, passes to Michael Dollar, completion. Oh, and just thrown down by number 5, but that brings up a 1st down for the Lovett Lions. Nice play. See the high fives going around.
Could have been a penalty. Maybe a horse collar.
And you know the Ultras are just riling up the student section here.
And a little late tug on the face mask from Pace. Hand off to Mayers. Jet sweep. And he manages to make a 2-yard gain into a first down.
Fantastic play there. Our one of our broadcast associates, fantastic film cameraman right here, is about to get run into. Apologies for the sound effects, but boom! All right, fantastic work by Jim there, managing to stay alive in the heat of the battle. Exactly. Fortunate son, as they say. All right, Lusink in the backfield. Looks to the right. Passes to number 22, Towns, but he just gets tackled by number 12, who's flexing for no reason. Should get back to the line of scrimmage and prepare for the next play, because as the Lions are on a roll here,
A little bit late recognition.
you've got to think that the Pace defense is just absolutely trembling right now.
Definitely. Especially us not implementing the pass game so much, and us connecting it downfield so far here early in the fourth.
And as they say sometimes with veteran players, like you see a lot of our senior linemen. Another quote, I'm going to insert another quote from my grandfather here. Why would you hire a goat to climb a tree when you could hire a squirrel who knows what he's doing? So in this instance, bring in the seniors who have the experience, who have the know-how to get this job done. And I would rely on our senior group here, the really strong ones, Anderson Beaver, you got Grant Ewing, you got Noah Claxton.
Definitely great O-line.
All right, during this timeout here, you hope Coach Muschamp is firing up his players, getting ready to take the lead and storm the field.
Was an injury timeout there.
Yep, another injury timeout. You got to think that the Lovett Lions might be taking too much pre-workout.
Just a little bit too much. Seems of a loss of 10 on that.
All right, hands it off to Khalil Towns. Strong running. This, oh my gosh, he just destroys tackles. Who is flexing now? That's what I like to think.
Khalil Towns gains it back and more. Makes his way down to the 10.
And this Pace defense is just quaking under the pressure of the Lovett Lions offense.
Looks like a tomahawk trying to get started in the crowd. Another handoff to Khalil.
Oh, yes.
Almost fumbled there.
Strong arm there from Khalil. You can tell he's been definitely pumping the biceps in the gym. But it's worth it as he holds onto the ball, doesn't force a fumble.
Curls have been paying off.
Curls have been paying off. Definitely not for the girls, but for the football. Yeah, curls have been paying off. Now we like to see some bench press, but anyways, besides the point. All right, Lovett Lions line up here. Second down and 10 to go. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hands it off to Khalil. Manages to stay up and fall forward for an extra 2 yards to bring down about 3rd and 4 for the Lovett Lions. Definitely within field goal range here.
Definitely. Worst case scenario, if you get a field goal, tie the game up, get a stop on defense. I think we air it out to Luke Wallace, see if he can make a play here in the red zone. Score again is 20-17, Pace Knights.
Yep, Khalil obviously next to him. You got 3 receivers to the right. Lusink rolls right. Khalil provides the block, throw into the end zone, and it's just out. I think the wind might have picked up a little bit there, but it's a wayward pass.
Over and out, and just out of the reach of Hayden Bernard, I believe. Which brings out Connor for the field goal. As you can see on the replay, Khalil just getting pancaked, forcing.
You never like to see that, but here's Connor DeVinny with a really important kick here for the Lovett Lions to tie it up at 20-20. Down,
About it.
it's up, and it's good. Connor DeVinny
Nailing the 26-yarder.
hasn't missed tonight. He's got a strong leg. You know he's been putting in the squats in the gym. That kid's legs are massive.
Definitely been putting in the work.
Sophomore Connor DeVinny, excellent kick. And we're getting here videotaped by some of our senior friends as the cheerleaders come back. Hopefully cheer on the Lovett Lions to victory. Yeah, Connor DeVinny, also a member of the Lovett soccer team. Shout out. Looking for a big season this year. Yeah, so says Alec Alberts. All right, DeVinny again lines it up at the 40-yard line to kick off for the Lions. Stares menacingly at the Pace defense, trembling in their shoes. Taking his time, letting the anticipation build up. And boots it. No pooch cake this time. Favorable bounce, fantastic bounce, but it manages to roll out of bounds, unfortunately, so that's a flag.
Almost a perfect kick there. Barely gets out of bounds, almost stopped at the goal line.
And Pace will take over, and we're looking for another big defensive play here from the Lovett Lions, who've done pretty well defensively this half.
They've definitely picked it up this half, playing better defense, getting better stops, shortening the Pace's possession.
All right, Pace lines up, Phelan in the backfield. Cut away to our cheerleaders doing a fantastic job pumping up the crowd. Here goes Phelan, looks left, passes it to Terrence Kiel, runs down the sideline, gets bulldozed by number 8, and he should be flexing because that was an impressive play.
Great play by Luke Wallace.
Terrence Kiel just got babied, and now he is stretching, so that's unfortunate for the Pace Knights.
Block in the back by 14 for Pace.
Let's watch that replay there. Blindside block. I don't know if the refs picked that one up. Looks like they didn't.
Christopher Fielden just got blindsided on the play.
Refs missed that one. Yeah, definitely looked like a blindside block, which sort of adds to the conspiracy.
If not that, block in the back.
All right, Phelan looks left, downfield. Pressure by, almost an interception. Great pressure there by Christian Bell, and he's flexing across to his, to Jim Clausen, one of our.
Christian Bell there again, showing up when it matters. Making big plays all throughout the game.
Yep, coverage must have been great. Almost an interception there if we would have just thrown that a little bit higher.
Connor fell in there, forced to throw it away. Almost an interception.
All right, 3rd and 5 for the Pace Knights. Big stop here incoming for the Lovett Lions. Hands it off to number 12, sees a gap, slips down, just gets over it. Lets go of the ball, but after he's down to bring up a Pace first down. Another slip there. You can see a slippery surface, possibly increasing the chances of cramp, as we've seen multiple players go down with cramp.
If you notice throughout the game, he's been slipping a little bit closer to the end of his runs.
Does he need new ankles? We shall see after the game. Number 12 again, swallowed up. Leans forward and falls for about a gain of 2 yards.
Caldwell there stuffed at the line.
And they'll put it right on the pace emblem. Looking for the Lions to get all over that. Cheerleaders still going strong. Ultra Mason ball in the background. Good job coordinating the blackout. All the students have arrived in full attire. Phelan in the backfield, 2nd and 9. Looks downfield. Pressure again. Sacked by number 41. Sam Franco. Incredible play. There is a flag on the there's no flag on the play, but that's an incredible play by Sam Franco. I know his bobblehead is going absolutely crazy in the crowd right now. There you can see it. Absolutely bumping, and you know he's a senior, by the way. Big play from him. Nice to finally get on the field, but massive sack.
As you can see there, Connor just has nowhere to go, gets wrapped up.
And it's causing some arguments in the Pace squad. You can see an offensive lineman there just arguing with his quarterback. This is fantastic.
Definitely confusion.
A lot of discord here. Oh, and he sees it all the way and absolutely demolishes him. Number 10.
Should be an incomplete pass. Looks like he...
Jake Bryant, number 10, Jake Bryant. Great coverage there. And the Pace Knights are looking more like Squires.
Great depiction.
A little bit of wordplay there for my fans at home. You understand? Good. If not, find a dictionary. Here you can see the replay. Fantastic lunging tackle there. And you can see how hyped the Lovett team is. They're carrying this one through. Look at him right there. Getting pushed by his teammates. Don't hurt him, please.
Great
All right,
overall.
punted here. Another slow one, another punt. Blocks the punt. And the Lions have it at the 12-yard line. This is absolutely insane.
Massive play there.
And just as all night, the Pace Knights are taking their time, their sweet time with the punt. And boy, has it come back to bite them.
Looks like Michael Mitchell on the block punt.
And there you can see our Lovett student section going absolutely crazy. You know that when we win, this field will be absolutely stormed. Lovett Lions have put on quite a show for our viewers at home and at the.
Michael Mitchell.
It's number
Michael
20.
Mitchell.
Number 20, Michael Mitchell. But the pace defense there just let the Lovett Lions run through them. Looks like they're used to that.
Not sure if he was unaware of if he could return that.
All right, here we go. Preston Lusing hands off. A few yards for Khalil Towns. Strong carry. And Lions are in strong position here with 2 minutes left in the half in the second half. And the Pace Knights are absolutely dejected with this strong performance by the Lovett Lions.
And with that break, that brings us to our Lovett alumni. All Lovett alumni and former Lovett students are considered members of the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association's mission is to work for the benefit of the school and by encouraging members through fundraising and participation in other alumni, school, and community-oriented projects. The Alumni Association plans various events throughout the year, including homecoming, reunions, business speaker events, and Run and Love It. Alumni also manage a scholarship fund for the children of alumni. Stay in touch with the Lovett alumni community on Facebook and LinkedIn, or email us at alumni@lovett.org.
Nice announcements there, Nicholas. Muschamp just firing up his players once more as they're ready to hand pace their first L of many this year.
So now we're getting into the point where do we run the clock? We have 2 minutes left.
Pace has 1 timeout. Lovett has 2. Khalil just runs into it. No gain, no loss. And Pace will use their last timeout. Bring down 3rd down and about 8.
A first down here could be gained, allowing Lovett to run out the clock and hopefully
There's the team looking to take it home tonight. Oh, Coach Dobbins absolutely fired up.
great shot there.
Fantastic, Coach.
And here's a pump block one more time. Michael Mitchell there with the scoop and run.
Good follow through by the punter to make sure he's tackled, but nice block. Leaves it to Preston, falls forward for like a yard, and it'll bring up 4th and about 7. So you'd think the Lions will kick a field goal here.
Preston
Try to hold
Lusick
on.
on the what seemed like to be a read option decides to keep it and get stuffed at the line. And now Lovett electing to waste as much time on the clock as possible.
Coach Muschamp, a veteran of this Lovett community, looking to lead his Lions to victory one more time against Pace. Here comes Connor DeVinny, looking to make it 100% record for the night with field goals.
Ran the play clock all the way down, and we call a timeout.
Oh, it looks like they're lining up.
Or either
nope.
timeout or delay of
Yep,
game.
timeout. Lovett's called the timeout.
Lovett with a timeout now.
1:03 left in the game. A lot of pressure here on Connor DeVinny,
He's been very reliable.
but he's good with pressure, especially on his legs with those massive squats. So, he's got what it takes. He's got a cool head.
Definitely
Scored
has-
against Westminster for soccer this year, and against GAC, lethal striker. Back to our Lovett fans, loyal all the way through, getting ready for a massive victory here.
These are the type of situations that you gotta trust your kickers. You gotta trust that everyone on the team can play to the best of their ability at all times. I definitely believe in Connor's leg.
Home of the Knights, about to be home of the Lions. Big play, biggest play of the game here coming up for Connor DeVinny to put the Lions in front with a little over a minute left to go in the second half. Snap is down, kick is up, and kick is good. Connor DeVinny puts the Lovett Lions 3 points in front. The Lovett student section is going absolutely crazy. 59 seconds left on the clock. And you hope Lovett can hold on here for the victory. 59 seconds is a long time, though, especially in a game of football.
Definitely excited.
Yes. Play until the final whistle.
As we learned in the GAC game, our game versus GAC, getting a touchdown in the last 8 seconds, I believe, causing them to win the game. Definitely can't take the foot off the gas pedal.
Connor DeVinny. Fantastic performance. Lines it back up at the 40.
Here I just say he boots it to the back of the end zone. Let them start up at the 20.
You can see the Lovett student section in the background there going absolutely crazy. Would love to be there right now among the chaos. Connor DeVinny smashes it. And he touches it and falls on it. And that is a big mistake there by Pace. Forces them back all the way into their own 6-yard line. Could have let it fall out of play and go out of bounds for a penalty there.
Big mistake.
But
there
he
by-
touches it somehow.
in a big mistake there by Pace.
As we've said all game, just a lack of awareness by Pace players.
Could have been possibly an out of bounds kick. Ball on the 40.
So the Lovett Lions will look to keep them deep within their own half here. 56 seconds left to go. Connor DeVinny coming up big in the second half.
Great field position for the Lions as it is Pace's ball on the 5.
All right, Phelan receives, rolls left, throws upfield. Caught by number 2. The ref calls him out of bounds, which will stop the clock, unfortunately for the Lovett Lions. Stopped it for the first down.
So he did not get out of bounds.
All right, well, the clock is stopped at 48 seconds.
Looks like they called him out of bounds.
Now it's running again. Looks to get out of bounds.
At this point, seconds matter as they stop the clock.
Clock should be running right now. Gets tackled. Yeah, so the clock gets stopped after that play.
Just a bad call there by the ref.
Once again, conspiracy shouts. No conspiracy shouts, actually, allegedly.
Keeping it all positive on this end.
Yeah. 43 seconds left for the Lovett Lions to maintain this victory.
On the Lovett timeout there.
Number 1, Terrence Kiel, actually an injury timeout. Hobbles off the field. You hope he's okay.
Definitely been a big part in the Pace's offense.
Phelan rolls right, throws downfield.
And it looks to be caught.
The refs are discussing it. They say it's incomplete. No catch.
Bobbled out of bounds.
And Evans is absolutely furious about that call, but the Lovett coaches were on the sideline. They saw it go out of bounds. The refs agree with him. Yep, he was bobbling it.
Completely out of bounds.
Refs agree. Brings down 35 seconds left on the play clock. Hands it off to number 6. Oh, big stop there by Noah Claxton. Huge stop.
Great play.
Tackles him inbounds. Another mistake by the Paints offense. Why are they running the ball? Great question, John.
And just
25 seconds left.
And the Pace Knights unaware at first of the running clock. As
pick.
Interception.
Number 30. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown to Lovett Lions.
Hayden Bernard, the name of the game.
And as we called it, Lovett Lions handing Pace one of their biggest L's so far this year, ready for many more to come.
Laundry on the field, though.
Plenty more laundry. Flag looks to be on Pace for holding after the pick.
And then
But
maybe
they may
us
get us
again
for celebration. But so far, the
excessive
touchdown
celebration.
stands. Huge for Lovett. 8 seconds left on the clock.
Big play there by Hayden Bernard.
Yes. Great pick there. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like Jake Bryant there.
Yep. They throw a flag on Jake Bryant's block there on the Pace Knights. John Jarakidis says this is a bad call. But Lovett's going to take the penalty.
If a penalty is
The
on anyone,
touchdown will come off the board. There's 8 seconds left. So the Lions can just kneel here.
regardless,
the win.
that is
Lions have come.
and the clock is running.
Yep. Davini's actually going to kick here. Oh, nope. They did count the touchdown. Davini's about to kick
So
the
they
extra
did-
point.
They did count the touchdown. It must have been on pace.
Davini here. Excellent. Excellent right now. Excellent all night. He's come on through. Lovett Lions 30. Pace 20.
And Connor Davini's Old Faithful keeping us up.
And the Pace student section is absolutely gone.
They're all flooding out as they notice
Anticipate
that
the Lovett Lions victory here.
But Lovett is excited, knowing that they have sealed away this game.
Eight seconds on the clock. Davini about to punch it forward. You can see the Lovett students lined up, ready to storm the field. Wish I was there right now. Seems like absolutely crazy. Davini bombs it down the field. Goes out of bounds for a flag. Possibly intentionally, just so they didn't get a return.
Smart special teams play call by Lovett. Strategically kicking it out of bounds, so no possible return could be made by Pace.
As me and Thomas were talking about earlier in the broadcast, the records really don't mean much. Always a competitive game, and your Lovett Lions have come out on top tonight.
We definitely come out to fight at each and every night.
All right, Phelan takes it. They're running it. Number 6 tries to hurdle, gets thrown to the floor.
Absolutely.
And that's the game, and Lovett wins.
A big win here for Lovett with their 0-2 record advancing to 1-2.
Huge win for the Lovett Lions. And you can see what it means to them right here.
First loss on Pace's record, as I believe they also beat Westminster in their game, who we lost to. As the players shake hands here. A high-scoring game results in 30-20. Your Lovett Lions ahead.
Fantastic game here all around by the Lovett Lions. Defense, offense, special teams.
Just great execution in general. And as you see the crowd just waiting there, just anticipating the moment.
John, keep it on the other angle. John, keep it on the other angle. All right. We're going to go to an interview with Slater in the second, but we're watching an incredible scene right here.
Wait.
We're gonna watch this incredible scene
As
here
a
of the Lovett
football
fans running
field.
out to the players,
As they're being held.
inching their way forwards, and there they are.
As,
Big win for the Lovett Lions. Huge win.
As Lovett
They storm the
storms
field. And here's an interview.
Take it away, Slater.
Our interviewer has gotten overwhelmed by the moment here.
Again, a monumental win for Lovett here. Taking back the season. Turning over a new leaf. Possibly starting a winning streak.
And what I wouldn't give to be out there right now celebrating with my fellow classmates.
A perfect moment.
Great moment senior year.
As you see Lovett fans out there in their blackout. And the football team just mixed out there. Heads still going around in the crowd.
Here's Slater for an interview.
And now that brings us to an interview with Slater.
Slater, how's it going down there? Unfortunately, his microphone is muted, but you can see the
Enthusiasm
sheer
in his voice.
joy in his expression, along with his classmates here. We're getting some bad feedback here, but you can see how much it means to the Lovett to get this win, as Muschamp gets them all in a huddle.
Check. Hey, this is Ian. You want me to still record it? Or you gotta stop? Check.
Massive win here over our region rivals, Pace Academy Knights, on their home turf. Nothing feels sweeter than defeating your opponent on their home turf. See Muschamp breaking down the game right here.
Coach Greer.
It takes all of us. It's not one guy. It's not one side of the ball. It's not one segment. It takes all of us. It takes all of you up there helping us do what we need to go out and do. So proud of everything that happened. Had the lead early, lost the lead, battled back, had a chance down here, went for it, didn't make it, continued to battle, go down, tie it up, block the punch, take the lead and win the football game. We talked about the roller coaster ride today. No peaks and valleys, right? You have to ride the wave. Just ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 tomorrow morning, injury check. Okay, we need to make sure we take care of our bodies. We got another one next weekend, all right? Coach Peduzzi, 9 o'clock. No class, 9 o'clock. Class, 9 o'clock. 9 9 o'clock. Everybody else, 10 o'clock up in room 200. Now, I know we got a bunch of guys that are taking the SAT. All right? When we get back and get a good night's sleep tonight, try and sleep a little bit as best as I can. I want you to do this for me. Hopefully the seniors have been doing it when they started out here, the juniors, and now the sophomores. They got to know this. I know this. Tomorrow, I want you to write down your thoughts tonight. Hopefully by the time you get done with these three, you're going to have a notebook full of these kind of memories. We talked about making great memories tonight. Probably if you're real close to the game. I know it is for me. Okay, I got all the wins here at the Long School, but this one right here is skyrocketing to the top right now. Can I tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you guys? Thank you guys so much. Unbelievable on the sideline over here. It was electric. It really was. Unbelievable. Where's Hayden Bernard?
All right. Just as America stays taking W, so does Love It. Glad to have you here, Nicholas Holland, my fellow commentator. We know that last 3 weeks, those 2 losses don't really matter too much, not region games. This win over Pace, a massive win in the region as we return home to play against McDonough next Friday. Nicholas? Nicholas, you have a good time?
Great game overall. I enjoyed watching it. Ups and downs. Enjoyed spending the time with Alec.
All right, give me a minute.
Great overall game. And we will see you next time. Signing out here, John Derekitis, Alec all over here, us with the crew.
Also have to shout out our fantastic camera work at the event today. Absolutely tremendous, letting us commentate over that beautiful photography. And we'd like to just end over a nice quote. Never mind.
As we may have an interview from Slater with Christian Bellin.
Okay, that's right.
Khalil
we
Towns.
have some of the best players here. Love It is such a fine community. These boys brought us back against a team we were never supposed to win against. Isn't that right, boys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Love it, yeah!
And that is us signing out at the Love It Network. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night. We'll hope to see you next time, next Friday on the Riverbank.
Online sports coverage of Love It Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Austin Realtors and by Bay Point Advisors.
actually won. Coincidence? I think not.
John, are you there?
All right.
Okay, cool.
Notice how when I show up anywhere, coincidence? I think not. I need to go back up to the pace booth. Up there. My backpack's in there as well. Just turn it in like that.
You did great. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Your voice is shot again.
Yeah.
Who did you interview on the field?
The dude that
How long were you in that field?
Stop.
But how long were you up at this? You made it be like reaching out.
Like 5 minutes. I know the pace broke. Momager were out in
Online sports coverage of Love It Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Austin Realtors and by
Bay Point Advisors,